What's up, everybody? Courtside with Jerome. And today, we're going to recap all the games before the All-Star weekend. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, subscribe. DJ, drop that intro.
Tryna throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me.
Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors. Celtics 19-17, the Raptors 17-19. It was in Boston. And man, was this a close game. After one half, it was close. Couple possession lead. But then Boston just started pulling away in the third quarter. They defense, they was doing amazing. They held Toronto to just 22 points. But I'm going to talk about the start tonight. Jason Tatum was a monster tonight with a team high 27 points and a team high 12 rebounds while shooting 9 for 15 from the field and 6 for 10 from the free throw. But I'm gonna switch lanes here. Talk about one guy who was not on my radar this season for Toronto was Chris Boucher. That's how you say his name. Who had a game high 30 points on a very efficient 11 for 15 from the field, 3 from 4 from the free throw line. And he had some help. Eric Baines had 9 rebounds. But another person who didn't really get the attention was Kyle Lowry, who had 19 assists. I wish Toronto would have made more shots because he could have easily had about at least 24 or 25 assists tonight. I think they got to be a Raptors record. Even with his 19 assists, I'm not sure, though. It was a good game. Kemba had 6 assists, but Boston won 132 to 125 for their 4th straight game. So Boston beats Toronto. Clippers, Wizards. Clippers 24-14, Wizards 14-20. Now, I personally thought this was going to be a blowout after the first quarter, but it was tied. The Clippers had a 39-point quarter, but Clippers, they can't never hold on to nothing. You know, the same Clippers team had 3-1 lead. They lost, and they blew that. So what they do, they get right back to the Wizards on defense, let the Wizards come back with a 33-point quarter. But Bradley Beal was flames tonight. He was in fuego. Had a game high 33 points, while Kawhi only had 22 as the Wizards put off a late run to beat the Clippers. And a shocker. Now, this Clippers team is starting to gel together now behind Russell Westbrook. They started 0-4, and they're sneaking, just quietly, sneaking into the playoff picture. And Westbrook has been, he's been clutch so far. He had 27 tonight, 11 rebounds, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, trying to get that triple-double. But one thing that surprised me was him and Pat Bev, they didn't get into a fight during the game, But other stats was, Ivica Zubac had 13 points, 13 rebounds. Paul George did not play. He made an all-star team. Congrats, PG-13. But the Wizards hang on for the 2-point win. Wizards win 119, Clippers 117. Pistons, Knicks. Pistons 10-26, Knicks 19-18. Let me say that again. The New York Knicks are 19-18. The Knicks are 19-18, and they have an all-star in Julius Randle on the season, averaging 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. I mean, this man has just completely opened up his entire offense of game, taken it to a whole nother level. After one half, the Knicks was up by 13. But the game was just way closer than it should be. I mean, Julius Randle was doing his thing out there. He was a monster. He had 27 points, 16 rebounds, and 7 assists. R.J. Barrett, another guy who has been underrated and has not got enough attention, has improved. Don't get a lot of credit. He was helpful. He had 21 points. And this is against the Pistons team who lost Derrick Rose. They lost Blake Griffin to a buyout. Then their leading scorer was Wayne Ellington with 14 points. Wayne Ellington had 17 points, and Sadiq Bey had 14. Mason Plumlee had double-double with 12 points, 13 rebounds, and the New York Knicks beat the Detroit Pistons 114-104. Nuggets, Pacers. Denver Nuggets are 21-15. Pacers are 16-19. Now, Denver is my team, so I was really excited about this matchup, especially the two All-Stars and Jokic and Sabonis, matching up, two different offensive styles. But it was battle of two All-Star big men. It was a tug of war, about the second quarter. Denver put some separation between them, but Michael Porter Jr. is a guy who I've been waiting to break out because his ceiling is just so high. His potential, his intangibles are just up there. He has all-star potential. He can be the face of the team. That's how high I think his ceiling is. And, Denver's my team, so I'm being a little biased or unbiased, or I don't know how he said. Anywho, Jokic, the Joker, had 24 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, another almost triple-double as Denver beat Indiana 113-103. Sabonis had 10 points, 10 rebounds, but he was 5 for 15 from the field. Miles Turner had 22 points, 12 rebounds, and he had a very good game, 9 for 14 from the field. Denver, again, beat Indiana 113-103. Bucks, Grizzlies. Milwaukee, 22-14. Memphis, sitting at 500 at 16-16. Giannis trying to get a win for the All-Star weekend, and the Bucks came out with a 14-point first-quarter lead, but at halftime, they only led by 10. But Ja Morant came out that third quarter, and he was busting them down. He was doing his thing, finished with a game-high 35 points on a respectable 11 for 25 shooting. And the Grizzlies could have stole this game. They really could have won this game if they just played defense. But, Ja Morant hit a shot that could have been a game winner. But Jrue Holiday, the new addition from the Pelicans, the Druth, with no timeouts, hit a baseline jumper with 2 seconds over Dylan Brooks to get Milwaukee into the All-Star weekend with a win. Giannis, Greek Freak, had 26 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, just an all-around game, almost a triple-double. Ain't missed a beat since winning back-to-back MVPs. But the hero of the game, Jrue Holiday, had 15 points, 6 for 14, and a game winner. Ja Morant, all his efforts, all the hard work he did, just wasn't enough. But he had a game-high 35 points, and Dylan Brooks chipped in with 23 points, but it was all for nothing. He took a game winner in the eye, thanks to Jrue Holiday. Milwaukee win 112-111. Miami Heat, New Orleans Pelicans. Heat entered the game 18-18. New Orleans Pelicans 15-21. And the Pelicans are with no Zion Williamson. How will they hold up? And the Miami Heat, the defending Eastern Conference championships, the defending Eastern Conference champions. There we go. Thank you. Their season has been just a mixture of inconsistency, bad losses, injuries, flukes, and now they're a 500 team, and they need this win badly, more than New Orleans, because they're getting criticism all season. And, people are saying that this Miami Heat team are just a fluke. They got lucky, and they're not getting enough credit now this season. But Jimmy Buckets was incredible. 29 points on a very efficient, and I keep saying that word efficient, but 10 for 14 with 9 assists. And what helped them was in the first quarter, I think they won the game in the first quarter when they held the Pelicans to just 15 points And for the game, they shot the Pelicans, that is, shot less than 40% from the field. Miami wins 103-93. Kelly Olynyk had a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. But my man, Tyler Hero, you got to do better, man. Even though y'all won, you got to do better. Only 2 points, 1 for 6 shooting. But the biggest disappointment was Brandon Ingram. 12 points on 6 for 12 shooting. It's not the 12 points. It's the 12 shots he took. Brandon Ingram averages 25 points a game. Only took 12 shots. And Lonzo Ball, you did not help him. 10 points on a horrid 4 for 16 shooting. Again, Miami Heat wins. And hopefully they can turn their season around with this win. OKC Thunder, San Antonio Spurs. The Thunder ending the game 15-21, while the Spurs 18-14 behind the improved play of DeMar DeRozan. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, love the kid, man. Trying to be that franchise guy for the Thunder, and the first step will be getting them to the playoffs. It'll be a great way to be the start as a franchise centerpiece on the team. And I thought the Spurs had this in the bag, but SGA had a game-high 33 points, and the Thunder beat the Spurs 107-102 to snap their 2-game losing streak. SGA, 33 points on 11-19 from the field, 9 for 10 from the free throw. And my favorite defensive player, I love, I think say Louis, last name Dort. Great. I just love how he played the defense on LeBron one game. But he had 15 points, but he was 5 for 16 from the field. But he was 3 for 9 from 3, which is 33%. DeMar DeRozan had 20 points, but took him 21 shots. Just couldn't get to a rhythm. You know, it was just a lid on the basket. LaMarcus Aldridge didn't play, out with a stomach illness. Get well soon, LA, because they're going to need you for this playoff push. If they don't trade you, of course. Again, Thunder beat the Spurs 107-102. In the game of the night, the Sacramento Kings, Portland Trailblazers. Sacramento Kings at 14-22. Portland Trailblazers at 21-14. C.J. McCollum out with a left foot fracture, but Damian Lillard came to play. De'Aaron Fox, who didn't have Halliburton, and he came to play. And just looking on the stat sheet, their numbers were basically identical. Not points, but just everything else. You know, they both shot the ball 26 times from the field. They both had, Dame had 13 field goals, while De'Aaron had 12 made. And it was just back and forth. But we know there's only 2 guarantees in life: taxes, death, and Dame time. And Dame scored. I want to start over. Dame scored 10 straight points to help Portland pull away, and he finished with a game-high 44. I really want him to drop a 50-piece, but he got 44. Both teams shot 47% from the field, but Portland had a 2% increase in three-point percentage. The Kings won the rebound. That's when there was showed that Portland needed every last one of Dame 44 points. The Trailblazers win 123-119, but Enes Kanter had 22 points and 21 rebounds. He was huge for this game. Melo had 16 points. De'Aaron had 32 for the Kings, but Buddy Hield had 21 points, 8 for 17, 5 for 12 from 3, but it wasn't enough to prevent the L. And the Trailblazers beat the Kings 123-119. It's game like this that what puts Dame Lillard in the MVP discussion. And he don't get enough credit for MVPs because of his team, or they're not really a high seed in the playoffs. But I really think Dame deserves MVP this season. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But I really want also De'Aaron Fox. I really want him to become an all-star because he deserves it, man. He does a lot. In our last game, it was the Golden State Warriors against the Phoenix Suns. Golden State 19-18. Phoenix Suns are at a 24-11. Warriors are trying to stay above 500, but no Steph Curry, No Klay Thompson, no Draymond Green. Draymond Green, they're like a D-League team with Andrew Wiggins. And the Suns, they got a lot to prove this season. They want everybody to know, hey, this ain't a fluke. What you seeing now is not, by accident. We didn't stumble upon a 24-11 record. This is us. We're a serious contender in the West, and we should be taken seriously. And Phoenix came out on fire. They came out guns blazing with 34 points in the first quarter, 62 at the half. Chris Paul only had 10 points, but he only played 21 minutes. Devin Booker had 16 on 6 for 20 shooting. But their leading scorer for the Suns was Cameron Payne. Gave you 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 10 assists. And they destroyed Golden State by 22. To be exact, 120-98. Golden State did not even get 100. Now we know why. No Curry, no Klay. But they still didn't get 100. The Warriors got a career high from Jordan Poole of 26 points on 10 for 16 shooting, 5 for 10 for 3. And my opinion, it's just my opinion, if he can give them half of that when Curry returns, they'll be in a very, very good position. Wiggins only gave you 16 points on 11 shots, which, no Curry, no Klay, you got the greenest light. Your light should be more green than Dame Lillard to be taking shots. You should have had 40. Win or lose, you should have had 40. But it's been like this for Wiggins his entire career, just depending on athleticism, and he's not a takeover. I don't think he has mumble mentality, but I just hope he turns around because he is the number 1 overall pick, and we don't want him to be an Anthony Bennett. That's all for the recaps. I got 6 subscribers, which is not nothing, but I want to thank those 6 subscribers. Like and comment. This is Courtside with Jerome. My editing wasn't the best today, so I'm going to try to do better. Right now, I'm just trying to push out content. Like what you see, like what you hear. Smash the like button. Turn on notifications. I'll be back tomorrow with more NBA content. Peace. So I made a mistake and said, I don't know if I said Curry was injured, but I think he's just getting ready for the All-Star weekend for 3-point shootout All-Star game. But Wiggins, I'm going to need Andrew Wiggins to at least give me 25 a night with no Klay Thompson. You got to step up into that second star. I mean, you don't have to be Splash Brothers, but you got to be a second option because if it ain't you, it's going to be Draymond Green or Kelly Oubre. Anywho, thank you everybody for watching the video. I want to thank my 6 subscribers. It's not a lot, but hey, it's better than nothing, and I thank God for them. Like the channel, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. This is my first time doing a full edit. It took me 2 days to do it, but I was able to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Courtside with Jerome, so why don't y'all have a great day and stay safe.